Time to tell us how y'all doing today. Well, if you are Wendy Williams, baby, that guardianship might be on your last nerves, but one thing it did right was, ha ha ha, Kevin has admitted that not only is he broke, destitute, forlorn, he's about to get evicted from his house. Y'all, look at the kingdom that vegan macaroni and cheese made. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Wendy Williams, as you know, has been sadly locked into a bitter battle till the end between her guardianship. Now, it hasn't turned into a full-blown conservatorship. I think they're moving that way. Why? Because every single time Wendy starts to get healthy, there's all these weird stories planted in the papers about how she's lost her mind because she's calling friends up in New York being like, hey, what's going on? We should hang out. Y'all, hang it up, flat screen, right? If that's weirdness and if you need to be in a guardianship, you might as well sign all of us up. But in that, the guardianship has done so many things wrong. It's cut off Kevin Jr. I don't want to hear none of y'all being like, he needs to work. You clearly are not on Wendy's income level, because if you were in that 1%, you would know that what he is getting, which is his rent paid and a credit card, is standard and the norm. Now, whether you would do it to your child, that is something up for debate. But the fact that Wendy was doing it for her son, and then the guardianship said to her only heir that money's not worth it, it raises some eyebrows. And I've been very, very harsh on the guardianship. I think it is railroad. I think it is ridiculous. All the people in Hollywood they're dealing with crazy addiction issues, running down the 405 naked backwards, and they get to keep all their money and be in control. But you're picking on Wendy? But forget all that, because baby, you know what they say, even a broken clock is right twice a year. Kevin Sr. has been cut off. I have to laugh. But also this lets me know one thing. Kevin, you somehow played a big role in Wendy's accounts being locked up. You and that lawyer, and that's why that lawyer, the judge also told that lawyer, if you come anywhere near Wendy, we will have you disbarred from Florida. But first, let's take this moment to laugh at karma. And again, I don't think karma is some rogue force that just swoops over people like the devil in the night. Karma is the logical consequences of your actions, correct? Baby, this is a definite logical consequence. Let's get into this. Judge denies Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kevin Hunter's demands for alimony payments to resume. They're saying Wendy Williams will not have to resume paying her ex-husband Kevin Hunter alimony. The surprising development to come weeks after Wendy's ex claimed he was broke and can't pay his bills. Baby, you better tell Sharina to cook some more vegan macaroni and cheese. You were so happy. I remember Kevin Jr. did that live and was like, I told her I held this wealth and all this stuff. And everybody was like, oh my God, she stood with Kevin. That's the one man that cares about her. To which I said, will you stop these fantasies that a good man will save you? Maybe a good person will save you, but we all know Kevin is not a good man. Kevin is the reason Wendy be Wendian, right? Kevin is the reason I believe that Wendy's accounts even got frozen. Let's not forget what triggered it. The son went to the bank with Kevin's lawyer. Kevin's lawyer was trying to get something done. The bank triggered a fraud response, right? The son's trusting. He believes his dad. He doesn't know what's going on. He goes, they trigger a fraud response. Then Kevin goes and gloats that Wendy's losing everything and doesn't have money because, baby, you think your alimony payments are safe. Now, I do want to say, why does this point to Kevin doing some type of wrongdoing? Because the alimony payments were still going through. Even though she wasn't working, the alimony payments were still going through. It wasn't until that fraud that his lawyer triggered. It wasn't until that happened that they had to roll everything back, baby. And that's when Kevin ain't have enough to eat. And you was sitting there gloating because you somehow thought you messed up Wendy's bag and she can enjoy the fruits of her labors. But you was going to be sitting there while Sharina, your baby, and you ate off of Wendy, right? Man, listen, they blew all that up. But again, I will contend, they triggered it. Kevin got his alimony cut off for impropriety. And let's also not forget that lawyer that Kevin tried to push on Wendy, the judge said, if you come anywhere near Wendy, you will be disbarred. It's some heavy mess, and I can't wait to see what happens. But let's get into this. In a surprising development to come weeks after Wendy's ex claimed he was broke, and cannot pay his bills, a Jersey judge found Kevin's demands not emergent and ordered the recent application to be dismissed without prejudice. That means they said, Kevin, not emergent means it is not of, sorry, I have a cold. It is not of the matter what's going on, whether or not you receive alimony. No one cares, Kevin. Go away. Go help Sherina cook some vegan macaroni and cheese. The judge also reportedly denied Kevin's request for the former Wendy Williams show host to pay his attorney's fees. Imagine that. The same attorney that is literally will be disbarred if she goes near Wendy again. Again, what triggered Wendy's stop? It wasn't the actions. It wasn't this. If you don't remember, around that time too, there were a lot of reports where Kevin was hanging out with Wendy Williams. You know, Wendy's a sucker for Kevin. And Sherina was even doing walks in front of Radar Online and TMZ talking about, good thing I'm secure because I know he would never leave me for Wendy. Boy, get out of here. According to the court documents obtained by the paper, right? Kevin, hold on, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. So according to court documents, okay, Kevin's battle to have his alimony payments resumed is not completely over. Although the judge did not consider Kevin's demands for alimony payments to be an emergency, the judge suggested that Kevin take the case to mediation. Now, here's the thing. I'm like, baby, karma always comes back and bite. You going to mediation with the same guardianship person that cut off her own son? And now you coming with your hat out, come up, please, sir, may I have some food, may I have some food. And you think you're getting that alimony? We already see that guardianship is the Grinch that stole Christmas. And baby, if she cut off Wendy's own son, and Wendy can't stand you? That's probably the only thing that the Wendy was sitting in the back like, excellent, excellent. Wendy can't stand you, doesn't want to give you a penny, hopes you, Sherina, and your children are on the street. The guardianship is so strict that they cut off Wendy's own son. And you somehow, in your mind of minds, you somehow think that you must be out your GD mind. You must be out your mind, all right? Anyway, you ain't getting a penny. For once, Wendy and guardianship are in line. They are intuitive. They looking at each other like, we see each other. Girl, let's go. After this, we're not going to talk to each other again. But for now, let's activate like Voltron and put that ninja out on the street. Woo! They said the parties are to participate in a binding arbitration. The issues surrounding the severance payments and the qualified domestic relations order are disputed and therefore need to be mediated. I will say that from what I read about this, unless there's some missing information, baby, what's in dispute? It says that Wendy only has to pay them as long as she's working. She's not working, so ain't no alimony. Now, maybe she starts that podcast, you will get a penny. But for right now, baby, it's looking dunzo. It's looking like zero. It's looking like it's not going to happen. Now, Kevin first filed a motion for his alimony payments to resume on November 22nd after he allegedly stopped receiving payments months earlier in February 2022. He requested the court order Wendy's financial guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, to make payments as contractually required under the MSA and severance agreement. Nah, baby. Shortly after filing the motion for his alimony payments to resume, Kevin claimed he was broke and cannot pay bills, including his homeowners association payments, car insurance, and outstanding credit card payments. How did Kevin get alimony when he was Wendy's manager and he got paid a salary for everything he helped Wendy get billed? How did he even get that? Kevin said, I fall behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the homeowners association, and I'm behind on that bill. Did you ask them if they take vegan macaroni and cheese as payment? He said if the homeowners association's fees are not paid, foreclosure will soon follow. My car insurance hasn't been paid as a result of not receiving monthly severance payments. Get your butt on the bus. You know how it goes. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. I'm behind on credit card payments. and I have no money since the severance payments were suspended. Baby, you better settle with Deadbar Mercury. Aren't you suing them for $10 million? Look at that. Too many cons and not enough time. She said, my life has been greatly affected since the plaintiff stopped making payments under our settlement agreement. The fact that I'm unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order is extremely urgent to me. I cannot pay my bills and sustain my day-to-day living. Now, let me just say this, right? Because the sad thing, and this is why it's karma, as much as Kevin can't stand Wendy, your fate is tied for her to you. You resented the fact that without Wendy, you can't even be let into those same rooms. You resent the fact that without Wendy, you are effectively nothing. You resent the fact that even now, as much as you want to see Wendy go down, because Wendy probably told you this, you ain't nothing without me, right? I'm sure they had those arguments. You are mad that your fate and your future, and even whether your children can eat, are tied to a woman that you are insanely jealous of and can't stand. The fact that people somehow looked at Kevin Sr. as Wendy's salvation, you have got to be kidding me. He is her destruction. He is her demise. But I am glad that that little parasite, now that Wendy is going down, baby, you not eating too. That said, 100%, I don't think that Wendy needs to return to work. Let her retire and enjoy her years. She gave us how many years of great TV? How many years on the radio? Let the woman just enjoy her life without y'all trying to paint her at, not y'all, but people trying to paint her as like a failure. Now, get back into this. Wendy allegedly stopped paying Kevin alimony in October 2021 after her contract was suspended. According to Wendy's lawyer, Kevin understood and agreed that all severance payments shall be subject to either termination or modification as Wendy's contract is not renewed and or otherwise suspended, canceled, and terminated. Here's the thing. Kevin thought he figured out the cheat code to Wendy because he was like, Wendy hates not working. So as long as I just be like, yo, Wendy, work. You know, Wendy will always work till the day she dies. There's one thing I know about her as a workaholic. Listen, even in the darkest hours, and these are dark hours for Wendy, make no mistake, she still needs our prayers. I still think they're trying to do a number, but even in the darkest hours, baby, there's still blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings. Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Haha, Kevin. Haha, Sharina. Have fun eating that vegan macaroni and cheese to go at the bus stop. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.